don't you worry. We're gonna check out the hair for any lice today. And make sure that you're in good shape. But I honestly think you're gonna be fine, but I know that you've been complaining that your head has been itchy, so. But I'm sure it's nothing. It's probably just a bit of dandruff. It has been quite cold outside. Yeah, exactly. Where exactly have you been itchy? Okay, over here. Okay. We'll check all the major spots and I'll make sure I do a very thorough job today. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, use my light pen. I won't shine this in your eyes, don't worry. Just gonna use this to check out. Just get a good look at it all, because sometimes it's kind of hard to see, especially against like darker hair. It's hard to actually get a good look at the scalp. But so far, so good, to be honest. Okay, let's continue with the chopsticks here. How has your holidays been so far? How are you liking the snow? The cold weather, oh my gosh. It's getting crazy out there. At least for where I'm around. Looks like I can see a few. I don't know, is it snowing or is it the wind just blowing some of the snow? Who knows, but okay. Let's take this and part the hair. Your baby hairs have really been growing, huh? Yeah, they look like they have. Have you been taking your multivitamin and such? I'm telling you, it really helps. I just actually yesterday bought some more because I ran out and I noticed how much more like sleepy I was getting, and I didn't take it for like, I don't know, like 2 weeks or something like that, and like it was enough that I was sleeping more. And so I just knew I had to get some more. So yeah, that's what I did. Okay. But I'm not seeing anything. I do see a little bit of dandruff, yeah. Like right here. There's like a little bit right there. But your hair looks good overall. Like I said, the little baby hairs are looking really quite nice. But when I get further back, not noticing anything concerning. I think you're good, to be honest. Just fix your hair a little bit here. Just get that middle part all the way back. Fix that up for you. Okay. pretty good. Okay. Alrighty. Well, you look good. I think it really is just dandruff. We could do an oil treatment, and I think that'll fix you right up. And definitely try to drink a little bit more water. That could also help. But don't worry, you're free from the little critters. Shh, shh, shh. You gotta be quiet. This is a library. And you have lice. I can see them crawling on your head right about there. Maybe there. But don't worry. I do lice treatments. How long have you been infested? You didn't know about this issue, huh? For how long have you not known about this issue? For as long as you can remember. Don't worry. I've got gloves. I'm incredibly sanitary. And I know what I'm doing. I am the closest thing that you will get to a lice professional. Okay. And we're going to start off with, I have chopsticks, and we're just going to begin the inspection. Have you ever had a lice inspection before? Okay, I'm just going to need you to stay still, and that's all that you have to do. You just need to stay as still as you can. And then, that's it. And I will take the rest from here, from there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just taking a look at the front of your hairline. And you're going to feel this across the scalp. Right now it's only at the front, but I will be moving backwards, so you're going to start to feel this towards the crown. Okay, and I'll also have to check the ears, so you just pay behind the ears a little bit, along your sideburns, and behind the ears, if you feel that. The nape of the neck can tend to feel a bit ticklish, but I'll try to be gentle. And okay, you're doing excellent, by the way. Okay. What's your name? Yeah, okay. And, okay. And you don't know how long you've been infested. That's alright, don't worry. I don't believe I brought my comb in today, which is a little unfortunate, but we have tons of other tools that we can use, so no need to worry. Okay, just taking a look along the hairline, and I'm seeing a lot of babies, which could be a good thing, because I haven't seen any nits, but I find the nits tend to go at the back of the head. So just back here, the front of the head tends to be pretty clear from nits. So that's at least, but it's still a good sign for sure. I make stickers. This is my My Neighbor Totoro juice box sticker. And if you want to get some for yourself, check out the first link in the description. Thank you so much. Okay. Have you ever had a lice check before? They're really easy, they're really simple. Sorry if I asked that already. Sometimes I can't hear myself talk because of my giant earmuffs. Do you like them? They kind of shield me from lice, actually, and they're very soft. You could actually kind of check the earmuffs for lice as well. Like this. See? And the top of my head is fuzzy too. You gotta feel, just it's okay. I give you permission to feel my head. It's very, like, squishable, but anyways. And I have these it just makes a cleanlier environment, and I do this quite often, so I want to make sure that I give people the best service that they can get. But don't worry, this is, of course, free of charge. You don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to the back of your head a little bit. It's a bit difficult. I'm just gonna try and scooch over here if that's alright. Okay. I'm just looking at the nape of the neck now. There's that little indent if you've ever felt it on your neck. It's like a little indent before your like skull, almost the base of your skull. That's where I'm trying to go mostly. And it looks, yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of nits, okay. Yeah, well, I think this is the perfect environment to do a lice check, actually. A lot of people wouldn't do it in the, I almost just called this a museum, in the library, but I think that it is the perfect place because it's quiet. You know, you have to whisper, and the lice don't get disturbed that way. If you've ever seen a disturbed group of lice, they're just moving every which way, you know, it's hard to keep track of. In the library, it's just so quiet that the lice tend to be in a less of a state of fear, which allows me to find them a lot easier. And there's so many books and little corners and not a lot of people. There is a literacy crisis happening, okay? People are very illiterate. So nobody's here anyways, you know, except for maybe like Jeff. Yeah, he's really old, he's like 80, and I don't even think he can see anymore, so he won't be a problem. Plus, Jeff does not gossip, okay? I can promise you that. He's a good guy, okay? Yeah, I've done a lice check on Jeff. He's bald, but he likes the sensation. He thinks it's like fun, and we've bonded a few times over that, so. And you never know, you can never be too careful, okay? There could be like a lice living in your eyebrow hair. Have you seen old men's eyebrows? They're crazy. They could be living in there, for sure. fight like I was crying or anything. Like, you could eat the ramen and like it wasn't as spicy as bulldog, you know, bulldog ramen. Not as spicy. It's the black one, the black bulldog. I always wish I could have the pink one, the carbonara, but it has milk in it, so I can't. But anyways, it's not as spicy as bulldog, but it's still spicy, and yeah, it's quite. I would be terrible on hot ones, but I would love to, and that'd be so cool if I was like super famous for some reason. I don't know why I'd be famous enough to go on hot ones, but I would love that. I kind of wish I could be a writer, so maybe I'll like make a really cool movie and I'll like act in it, and then I'll be like super famous. But anyways, I have the sweet chili ramen, and your scalp, 10 minutes, rinse it off. Do that about, I would say do that like 2 hair washes in a row, and then do it every week for like 2 weeks. Okay, get a lice comb if you can, brush through your hair. Otherwise use tea tree oil shampoo every single time for like a week, every single time you wash your hair. And then just use it once a week for a few weeks as well. And once again, use a lice comb. You can also go get treatment at your local pharmacy, but honestly, I don't think that's fully necessary for you. So I would just recommend getting some tea tree oil shampoo or tea tree oil, which I would just get the oil and then mix it with coconut oil because you can use it for a lot of different stuff actually. But that's what I would do, but it's totally up to you. Thank you for letting me give you a lice check, and I hope that I was in some way, shape, or form helpful. Okay, I'll see you around. Bye. Do you have the money? The money, yeah. Okay, thank you. These all are coins. I saw you had some bills in your wallet. I don't really want change. Plus, I don't even think this is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is. But look, I don't really want. Here. No, you can take that. Can I just thank you? Why do you have American? I'm not gonna take this. Don't worry, I won't take your 20. I just need the 5, okay? Thank you. I need to make sure it's real, okay? Trust me, people try to scam me out of $5 all the time, okay? Looks real to me. Okay, so what's the problem? You think you have lice? Is that what it is? Yeah. Have you actually seen any little creepy crawlies on your head? Or is it more of like a spiritual inclination? Or okay, you've been itchy. Itchy, I see, okay. Where are my supplies? Here are my supplies. To start off, we have chopsticks. It's a pretty simple procedure. I'm just gonna use these to take a look right inside your scalp, and any lice that we find will nab them right out, okay? So I'm just gonna try and get some pretty good parting here. Oh yeah, I see them. They're just all running along your hairline. How long have you been itchy? Okay, yeah. I can tell it must have been for a while. Because this is quite intense. Yeah, okay. So, have you noticed any like scabbing, any bleeding, any like irritation, redness? I mean, it's like kind of hard to see your own scalp, but it's helpful to know. Okay, do you have any moles on your scalp that you know of, so I don't accidentally, melt those off or anything? That's happened before, and it seemed to be really painful for the client. Not that you know of. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a further inspection, and then we will do a treatment today, and you will leave here okay. I'm just going to take a look over on this side, so just stay still. They really like to hide out around the ear, and so I like to take a lot of time inspecting there. I really like to get to know the lice, and get to know the problem. Plus, people say that it's relaxing getting a lice check, scalp check done, so I feel like that should be part of the payment, the $5. Yeah. It's $5 every time, no matter how long it takes. But, don't tell Stacy that I do charge her extra, okay? Yeah, well, she's kind of rich, like she has a lot of bags. She's got a she pretends to be poor, she cosplays, whatever, but so anyways, I charge her like 20. I gotta make money somehow, okay? And I'm kind of like Robin Hood when you really think about it. Anyways, I'm just gonna take another look over on this side and see if there's anything I can notice. And looking good, fine. Okay. The treatment's really simple though. I just have a little spore bottle. I'm just gonna go onto the scalp, and it really helps. Basically, it's a form of acid, and the acid is going to cause nuclear problems. Not really nuclear, but I'm using that as like intense problems, okay? Like imagine radiation. Kind of like that. That's what it's gonna do to the lice. And it shouldn't do it to you. You should be perfectly safe, okay? But it has happened once or twice. Come on, you're paying $5 in a janitor's closet. You can't expect service that is out of this world, okay? So yeah, I'm not noticing anything major right now. Like majorly concerning. One time I saw lice that were like this big. That was concerning, but currently nothing that bad. So. Thank you for choosing me out of all the janitor's closets that you could have went into today. I really appreciate that. It was this one, Mr. Raoul's janitor's closet, where I do all my business. He's really chill. And yeah, it's really nice of him to let me, and it's kind of nice too because he has a lot of chemicals and I can like make potions with them sometimes, but sometimes he gets mad at me for it. Guess it costs the school money or something, whatever. I like Mr. Raoul though. Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. Like the way he acts around Mr. Fredrickson is kind of weird. Who's that other teacher that... I don't know, I just heard rumors going around. I don't know all of it. I try not to pay too much attention to that stuff because I think it takes away from my true passion, which is being here in this very confined space that smells very strongly of toilet cleaner and helping people, being a good Samaritan. I think that that's my true calling, and I'm a little pretentious in the sense that I don't like wasting my time, you know. We have such a small amount of time, and I would like to spend every second here helping people like you. Yeah, let's take another look over here. They also tend to like the nape of the neck, but it's a little awkward for me to get to. I have to like reach. Does it feel like anything? Sorry if I just stabbed you a little bit. That happens. It's all part of the procedure. You know how it is. You know how it is. Has anyone ever told you that you're very drawable? You look like you'd be a lot of fun to draw. I think I would enjoy myself if I was drawing. You. Specifically. Yeah, definitely. You would be good to draw. impressed. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of scalp scratch. This can wake up the lice and make them feel comfortable. It makes them feel at home, which is exactly what we want. We want them to feel at home. Let their guard down, and they'll start scurrying all about the scalp. That's when I come in, guns a-blazing, and I get them all. It's very impressive, okay? And it probably feels really good too. Like I said, I like this to be almost like a spa treatment too. I like it when people feel comfortable and relaxed. Some people pay me like weekly to get this done, even though they don't have lice. But I treat it very professionally, and I really like to act like they do because it's more relaxing that way. I'll go, "Oh my gosh, you're infested," and they go, "What?" Well, they don't really do that, but you know what I mean, right? I'm just being I'm a little theatrical, I guess. Anyways, okay. I hope that feels nice for you, but not for the lice. They don't deserve nice things. Very good, very good. And you know you're an excellent patient. You stay still. You don't complain. You're really nice to have a conversation with. You're very drawable. Maybe even one of my favorites, but don't tell anyone else I said that. Especially Stacy. I mean, she's... God. I mean, look, at sometimes when you work in my line of business, you have to have clients that you don't really like. But I've never been very good at doing that, you know? Being around people I don't like, that is. I tend to wear my heart on my face. Okay, some people wear it on their sleeve. Not me, mine's on my face. When I don't like somebody, I look at them like this. And then people figure out pretty quickly that I don't like them. It's like a problem. Anyways. Okay, that's pretty well scratched. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I have just a light pen. I'm just gonna take a look at the scalp with that, okay? Don't look directly into the pen. I'm gonna be trying to be really nice and gentle and not shine it into your eyes too much, but this really helps me get a look at the baby hairs. I can take a look over behind the ear as well. Okay, good. Taking a look over. Oh. I'll look over here. It keeps kind of lightly turning off. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I probably should invest into better supplies, but it's hard, you know. I don't make that much an hour. Well, it depends how much clients I get a day, I guess. I'm not noticing anything. Looks pretty good up there. I mean, like, there's lice, but, you know, I'm not noticing this is my treatment. I should have to shake it up a little bit, but I'm trying to be a bit quiet because last time the principal found me in there, I got into big trouble. Anyways, it's really hard to mix this up and be quiet at the same time. Like, that should be good. And I promise the bottle is green, but the liquid is not. It's just like, well, it's not water, but it looks like it. Like, look. See, nothing more. It does hurt a little bit. Okay, wow, that really hurt. But it's gonna be fine because you have hair protecting your scalp, and you have little critters crawling about it that we need to get out. This is the best foolproof way. You will not have to come back in. There is no second treatment. There's no treatments at home. None of that. You come in today, I give you this treatment, you will never have lice again. Side note, you may never have hair again, but I promise you, you will never have lice again. That is the promise, the guarantee that I make every single time. So just close your eyes, because I don't want to leave you permanently blind. Are you ready to begin? I'm being dramatic. I promise you it's not that bad, okay? I've done this treatment on myself, on many thousands of people. You have nothing to worry about. Truly nothing to worry about, okay? So, okay, you should start to feel that starting to kick in a little bit. Is that okay? Okay. Okay. Just close your eyes again. I'm just gonna spray. Just a little bit more. Keep them closed, okay? Okay. I think that's enough. You really don't need a lot. Wow, it always has such a strong scent. That's the part I forget about. It has such a freaking strong scent. I'm just gonna begin to kind of massage this into the scalp, okay? Stay still. Okay. If you notice your hair turns to a bit of a different color, normal. Wow, that is strong, isn't that? It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's a strong scent because it's a strong formula. That's how we make the money moves, okay? Okay, so let's continue by massaging it into the scalp. And you're doing a really good job. Just getting this all in there. Okay, we gotta let that sit. We have to let it sit for a while, actually. And then basically, do I have my brush? Oh, I forgot to bring a brush. I normally like to brush people's hair afterwards, but I don't know where mine is. I have. Okay, you can pick, okay? We could use a spoolie as a brush to brush your hair, or we could use this little guy to try and brush, but I don't know how well that's gonna work either. And I have hair rollers that I could also maybe, I mean, if you think it makes the most sense to use the hair rollers, we can try and use those. I think it might work, but okay. How's that feeling on top of your head? Is it feeling okay? And is the burning manageable, or okay? Sorry, I'm just a bit itchy anyways. Okay, so it looks like it's reacting well. No hair is falling out in clumps, nothing like that. That's never happened, but I've always been scared it might, but don't. What is this doing in here? Do you think Mr. Raoul plays with this? Kind of looks like him. Something about the hair. Anyways, maybe one of my last clients forgot about it or something. Okay. What was I saying? I don't remember, but okay, you're looking okay. Yeah, you're looking okay. I think it's fine to move on to the next step. Brush it through, and you're out of here. I think it's sat for long enough. Hopefully. Let us begin. Brushing the hair out, okay. Thank you for being so understanding. The fact that I didn't have a hairbrush is a little unprofessional. So I really appreciate you understanding. But it's not a big deal. It should work the same. You should end up with the same results. Truly, there should be no real difference or anything noticeable like that. You should be fine. It'll just be as effective. Nothing. Just maybe when you have a brush your hair really quick, because I don't know, this is gonna create any knotting or anything like that. I wouldn't want to do that to you, so just go like next time you have a hairbrush, or maybe while you're in class, even just run your fingers through your hair a few times. Could work too. Okay, that's looking good. You're feeling okay still? Doesn't feel like an allergic reaction or anything like that. That's good. What are you gonna do after this? Yeah, your hair should be fine. Like, it's not gonna look bad or anything like that. It might look a little oily, but like not like those treatments that you used to get as a kid when your whole head would just look like you were a grease ball. It'll literally be a little shiny, maybe like one day before wash kind of thing. That's it though. But I wouldn't recommend putting any dry shampoo or really anything like that to try and mask it. Just kind of rock it for the day and have a shower tomorrow. You should wait about 8 hours to have a shower, so you could have one really late tonight, or you could also just wait until the morning time and have a shower then, but it's totally up to you and what you want. And yeah, just rinse it out as normal and you should be scot-free. If all the lice were named Scott, you'd be scot-free. That's just one of my clever jokes. I do stand up too, by the way, on weekends. Yeah, you should check me out sometime. Okay. But yeah, I mean, like, it really works. Like, it's not a big deal. It's a pretty easy way to brush the hair. Kind of makes it look nice. Probably because it's like, so it's got so many small bristles. But I feel like it works really well, actually. It almost reminds me of like the snap, crackle, pop of a fire. You could like wear this as like a Halloween costume and be like a bear. Do you like it? No? Okay. Okay, let's put these away. I've had enough fun, but actually it's kind of fun. They can stick together too. Okay, anyway, sorry. Alrighty. I have my money. you have your lack of lice. I'm itchy on my eyeball. That's really all there is today. Thank you so much for choosing me, for stopping by today. I cannot say how much I appreciate it. Words will never describe, but I really do. So yeah, I hope to see you again sometime. Bye. Check out my sticker and art print shop. First link in the description. Mouth Country on Ko-Fi. Thank you so much. Alright. It is time that you prepare to give up your life. Did you know you have lice? No, yeah, it's all over there. I see them, they're crawling all around. Did you know that? And how would you not? Look, I was gonna kill you, but well, I guess I should help you out really quick. Just before we get the whole, knife, blood thing. If we could just get rid of these lice, I think. Yeah, you wouldn't mind if I just go in there in your scalp and get the little critters out. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a little break from this mask. It's quite suffocating. I won't lie. It's a little bit warm in there, and it gives me the worst case of bad hair, literally ever, so don't mind that. And also, do not touch my mask, because I do not want lice getting on my mask. Okay, it's like a hat, and they teach you that in school. Not to share hats, so probably shouldn't share killing masks. Let's just put this down over here. Yeah, I can see a lot better now. My eyes, my vision's a little bit nicer. There's definitely quite a few creepy crawlies. Did you know about this, or is it your first time hearing it? Okay. I've got tons of tools, don't worry. Starting off, I have these. These are chopsticks, as you might be able to tell. I can also use my nails. They're quite long, so sometimes they get in the way of things. But they're very on brand for me. I like to keep things not inconsequential, matching. I like to keep things cohesive. I'm big on my cohesiveness. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm happy to help. Look, I may be a killer, but I'm not a monster, alright? So you really didn't know about this issue, or what? It's quite bad. I'm looking behind your ear. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, these nails, they're not very good quality. I got them from Spear Halloween. They're like paper thin. They did not come with very many options either, and it's like, I'm really trying to up my cosmetic game. I want people's last image. I want it to look nice. Is that too much to ask for? I also have this. Just like a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern. I try to keep it all Halloween spooky. So then people really get a vibe of my aesthetic, so they can get to know me as a person. But these are just not it. They were only $10 though, so I guess I can't really like them. Sorry, I dropped my chopstick. I'm a bit of a klutz. Guess I can't really complain. That's what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted. So are you itchy anywhere? Like, where would you say you're most itchy? Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see that. It seems like they're mostly along your hairline right here, which is interesting. Normally they're around the ears. I'm going to check the nape of the neck if you don't mind. Yeah, just kind of tilt over like that, yeah. Okay, let me try this side. I've never actually seen this. Wait, give me a second here. Just got my computer. Lice only. Just seeing if Google brings anything up. Well, I'm just wondering if these are like a new species, because I've seen a lot of lice in my day, okay, and never seen them quite like this. Like, they're literally packed up right here, nowhere else. But Google's not bringing up anything though. Okay. I make stickers. If you want to get some for yourself, check out the first link in the description. Also, if you like gaming, check out my Twitch channel. Link is in the description as well. So either we've like discovered a new species of lice, or maybe you have a weird head. Like, maybe your head is super weird and they just hate everywhere else. Which we could use to our advantage. If we wanted, for a quick fix, we could just like shave, like give you like a balding hairline, like a receding hairline, like, but like a manual receding hairline. No, not like automatic. Exactly. Where's my comb? Here it is. Let me just part your line like that. Okay. Let's just quickly brush it. Do you see that? There's lice. Okay, I need a little tissue. Cotton pad. See? Do you see? Like, it's like the nails just are not that great. Anyways. Yeah. There's lice. I mean, that's what we expected, right? But still, surprised, shocked. Not shocked, no, none of those things, but like, at the amount, yeah. I won't lie, there's quite a bit. That's okay, though. You know what? It helps you grow as a person, okay? It helps you. It's like character development. And, you know, baddies can be infested too, right? So, it's okay. I'm happy to help. I mean, you should just be thankful that you met me today, honestly. I mean, this encounter is still gonna end in your demise. You've seen my face without the mask. It's kind of like a whole thing. I can't really have people knowing that. Sorry. You seem really cool, though. Just sort of has to happen. It's the natural fate of things. It's alright. Can't fight fate. Sadly. But I'm glad to get rid of this for you. The funeral home won't know. Your friends and family won't know. Which I'm sure. Sure, that's important to you as well. It's just gonna be me, and I won't tell a soul. I promise. They're still coming out at like a rapid pace, which I wasn't really expecting. You have quite a bad infestation, but it's just weird that it's only right there. Who cares? I mean, there probably is some around. I didn't do the most thorough job looking. I'm trying to hurry up a little bit. I don't want to be here for too long. It's kind of a liability, like Lord. So, Lord's saying liability, right? For some reason I thought maybe it was Harry Styles, but I think I'm just dumb, sorry. How do you feel though? Do you feel okay? That's good. I hope that you can be comfortable, you know, in your last moments and all that. And maybe a little bit relaxed, a little chill, a little like blasé-da. You know, I think you deserve that. I think it's lessening. I think it's not as bad. But I'm kind of worried that they've moved because they might have like realized this is like a danger zone. They might have realized like I don't want to be here anymore. Which would be fair. I wouldn't really blame them. Wouldn't really. It's just I think they've moved. I think they've migrated. Let me grab. Let me check this side over here. I do think that they're moving. I think they're migrating, which is unfortunate, but don't blame them. No, survival of the fittest, survival of the strongest. You gotta keep your predators guessing. I get it. I understand. I can't blame them. Yeah, it does seem like they're just migrating around. That's okay though. We've got this. Me and you. You and me. We're in this together for the rest of your life. Definitely. Well, Yeah, well, definitely for the rest of your life. I can't promise you how much longer that life is gonna be. Just because if I don't get the lice removed, I hope you don't blame me. I'm kind of on a time crunch here, on a schedule. I should be able to be with you for like another like 7 minutes or so. Maybe 10. 7 or 10. Okay, let me check over here. Again. Like the 15,000th time. It's okay. Honestly, I don't mind this that much. I'm perfectly okay doing a little scalp check, a little lice check. It's kind of fun for me, actually, in a way. I don't mind it too bad. I don't mind it too much. No, I really don't. It's kind of relaxing. It's like when we were in school, at least when I was in school, the teachers would do lice checks on us students. It's like twice a year, probably. And I always found that to be like really relaxing. And it's kind of like the roles are reversed, yeah. So I ate a breakfast sandwich. It's like not agreeing with my tummy. It's like unfortunate because I've been eating oatmeal for like literally every single day for the last several months. I'm sick of oatmeal. I'm sick of oatmeal. But like a breakfast sandwich I think is too much. It's too heavy and my tummy kind of hurts. It feels like weighed down. What do you eat for breakfast? What did you eat for breakfast today? Like your last breakfast ever? If you didn't already figure that out, that's your last breakfast ever. What did you eat? No, that doesn't sound too bad. I don't know. I just think I need to find something that's lighter for my stomach. And you know, I have a bit of this acid reflux thing. It's annoying. It's really annoying, actually. It's quite annoying. I don't love it, but that's whatever. We all have our lot in life. We all have burdens, scars, whatever. It's fine. It's not a big deal. You know what, it could be kind of fun. I think it'd be kind of fun. So, what if I did like a little bit of the lice check with my mask on? Like, I'm just thinking, like, it does get warm in there, but I feel like it'd be kind of fun because, one, I don't want anyone seeing me. Not that we're really in public, but like anyone could stumble into this alleyway. And two, it's like a spooky mask. Like, I paid good money for this. I low-key, though, I want to bedazzle it. What color would you like it being bedazzled? I think purple is my opinion, but I also think red could look really cool. Or even just silver. I saw this like knife at Spirit Halloween. You would not believe the price. It was like $20-something for a bedazzled knife, and I couldn't do it. I'm a killer, but I don't really make a lot of money, I won't lie. Okay. There's not a lot of money in this business. I mostly just do it for the love of it. As far as my bleeding gets heavy, it's just plastic. So the only mess is the eye part. It's a little bit hard to breathe. But it's okay. Yeah, we haven't even made a dent in this. I won't lie. Like, you just have so much lice. It's unfortunate. I feel bad for you. I really do. I mean, this must be like itchy. Like, I couldn't even imagine the level of scratching. It's okay. I'm just thinking, like, what's the best way to go about this? I don't have a treatment. I was kind of hoping we could brush a lot of it out. But I don't know. I feel like I'm wearing like a gas mask suit. Luke, I am your father. Join the dark side. It's too bad you didn't join the dark side, being, you know, my side and my friends. Because then, like, you'd totally be okay to be, like, let alive, but not anymore, sadly. Sorry about it. Okay, we could always, like, just do a chopping of the hair. I could just, you know, do a little something like that if you'd let me. No, you really don't want to chop your hair off. Okay. Not my prerogative. It sucks I didn't bring my lice treatment today, though. I'm normally not so forgetful. What should we do? What do you think? I don't know. It's tricky, isn't it? I could just, like, keep combing out and, like, try and get as much of it out as I could. Maybe. I could just try my best to get as much out. Okay. Do you think this is a cute look? I kind of like it. Okay. Ignore my bangs. Okay, wearing a mask and having bangs is like one of the worst things a person could do. It's ridiculous, but anyways. Okay. There's just no way I'm gonna be able to get this all out. But let's just do a little bit of a brush through, okay? At least one more. Quick little brush through. I've got hair on me. I hate when this happens. Do you ever get it? Where it's like you just like randomly feel a little like a little tingle, a little like tickle on the arm, and you just sit there and you try and pull off a hair and it's just like non-existent. God, I hate when that happens. Like, it's so annoying. Okay, look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but our time here is up. Your time here on Earth is very much up, which basically just means I have to finish my task so I can skedaddle. Scooby-Doo style, you know? Do that little run with the little skedaddle noise. So, it was nice knowing you. And I hope that you enjoyed our little experience together. Okay. Goodbye. And good night.